Hello there guys, UltraGamer64 here, and today I'm coming back to you guys for another toy review. This time I'm going to be reviewing the Ninja Steel Megazord from Power Rangers Ninja Storm. This set includes quite a bit of things actually. The Shinobi Zord, I'm going to call it. In Japan it was called Shinobi Maru. The Wolf Zord, the Dump Truck Zord, the Dragon Zord, the Train Zord, and the Shuriken itself. So we're going to take a look at the Shuriken first, and then we will go along through each of the different Zords. So let's move all these guys off to the side, and then we are going to take a look at the Shuriken first. Move all those off to the side. Alright, so here's the Shuriken that you get with the Megazord. As you can see, it has like a Shogun kind of like helmet design. It's very, very thin, not very thick at all. The outside red part is like a softer plastic. It's a little like pliable, but not terribly so. But it's not going to hurt somebody if you throw it at them. The face flips down to reveal the face for the Megazord. That's the only articulation that this thing has. It can't even be used with the Morpher. Because, well, I don't think it can be because of this section. So it's kind of just a Shuriken purely for the Megazord. But it still looks very cool, and I really do like the design of it. Next up is the humanoid type Zord. This guy is a very, very cool looking Zord, but he has a problem standing up. Like, of course I get it to work when I need it to, but this guy has like a very bad problem with standing up. Like, see, he doesn't stand up very well. His feet are pretty darn thin right there. But the only articulation is in his waist. He can bend like this, kind of get him into a seating position, which is necessary for the Megazord. And then you can bend his legs all the way back to reveal a fist. That's only for transformation though. And then his arms can rotate up and down. And his head can very, very tightly move to the side, but just a tiny bit. Like, there's not much articulation there. Next up, we have the Dump Truck Zord. This thing really has no articulation. I mean, it's a truck, so it doesn't really need to. Mainly, all the articulation in this thing is for transformation. You have this thing that can flip down, which is a footrest. The wheels, or the grill, I guess, can move up. The wheels can fold in, but that's all for transformation. This guy is definitely not the best. He feels a little cheap because he's mostly hollow, but I can understand why he's hollow, because the other Zords have to kind of fit inside of him. Next up, we have the Dragon Zord, which is definitely my favorite. I really like the blue color that this guy has. His horns look very nice. His head sculpt is very nice. The articulation that he gets, he can rotate his arms up and down like so. His head does not move at all. His feet kind of move up and down like this, but that's for transformation. His tail and his wings come apart to become the sword and the shield, which are very, very cool. The wings feel very, very nice. They're like a soft plastic, but it's all one piece. So it looks like a very, very nice shield. And then his tail is a very, very cool looking sword. So this guy is definitely like my favorite Zord out of this set. Very, very good design and very, very cool. Next up, we have the Wolf Zord, which is probably the weakest out of all these guys. The only articulation it has is its head can move up and down. That's purely for transformation. This guy just feels kind of cheap. He's very, like, I don't know, he feels hollow in a way. Like, he feels very cheap, but still a cool looking Zord. He still looks very cute. And next up, we have a big monster Zord, the Train Zord. Obviously, these form the legs. Over here, you have the pink side. Let me detach this guy from the other end. There we go. This side, you have the pink train section. The only articulation it gets is the front part folds up and down, but that's purely for transformation. And this peg moves up and to the side. The white portion, pretty much the same articulation there. Peg moves to the side and upwards. The only other thing that's different from pink to white is this little hitch that allows the pink and white to be joined together like that, like an actual train. but I feel like if kids would be too rough with that, then it would definitely break. Like, it feels like I'm going to break mine every time I detach it and reattach it. So, it's not really the best connection, but it'll work. So now we are going to get into transformation, so we're going to start the legs. First off, move the feet upwards, and just kind of set them off to the side, because we got to get the body ready. So for the body, just detach this front section, fold up the grill, fold in the wheels behind it, and fold it up, and there you have an arm for the Ninja Steel Megazord. Take this thing, just fold it down, and there you go. You now have the body and the footrest. And then just plug in the pink leg on the left and the white one on the right. And there you go. Now this thing is standing. Let me move my camera up just a slight bit so you can see what I'm doing. Give me a quick second. There we go. Let me focus. And there we go. So now you're going to take the dump truck arm, attach it on the right, and then take the Dragon Zord right here, move his arms all the way up just to kind of get them out of the way for the transformation. And that's pretty much it. He's a fist already, so attach him to the left side, and there you go. Now you have his fist. And now you are going to take your humanoid Zord guy and pretty much place him in here, but do not plug him in yet. You want to make sure that his hands are holding these little handles right here. So make sure that he's lined up and that he's holding the handles. And then push him back a little bit and you will hear that click. That means that he is clicked in and he is all secure in there. Next, you're going to take the Wolf Zord and fold his head like that. Let me move the camera down a little bit. There we go. And then basically the way this works, you guys can see the grooves on the side of her body. And then there are there's little like groove pegs inside of here. Pretty much just slide her into here. It can take a little bit of work to get her in there, but once she's in there, you'll know it. I actually do really like that transformation and kind of the way it clicks in there. It's a very sturdy connection, and it actually feels a lot better than I thought it would. Moving the camera back up, now that your humanoid Zord is in there, take the shuriken and flip the face down, and then just plug him in here on the top, and then you get the face, and then just put the sword in his hand, like so. Creates a very, very nice sword. And then you will take the dragon, or the dragon's wings, and these two holes will, these pegs will clip into the two holes here to create the shield. And there you go. There is the Ninja Steel Megazord fully complete. But something very cool about this guy, just like the Japanese release, he actually has a dragon mode, which I'm going to show you guys right now. Alright, so to prepare this guy for dragon mode, you're going to detach the shield, take off his dragon arm, detach the sword. Come on, get out of there. The hand actually holds the sword very tightly, which I like. Move his arm back down, remove the shuriken, and pop out the humanoid Zord thingy, which I do not know what to call it. So there we go. And now this guy is prepped for the dragon mode. So I'm going to move you guys down here just a little bit, and now we got to transform the red Zord. So straighten his legs out, flip his back legs around to make a fist, like so. Very cool, very cool. And then move his arms upwards like that. And then he is ready to be connected. So there we go. This guy's a little bit tighter to get onto the port, but once he gets on there, it'll click in and it's free to move around. So then take, oh god, fell over. That's not good. You're gonna take the Dragon Zord. These two clips on his back right there are going to clip in to the pegs over there. So flip up his feet just a little bit, and then you just gotta finagle him in there until he clips in. You'll know when he's clipped in, and then just move his arms down to hold on to the handles. And there you go. Now you have the dragon successfully in the body. So now you're going to attach his tail to the back ports right here. There we go. And then his wings onto the back port right here. Come on, there you go. Is that right? You won't hear a click from the wings, but it should go on there pretty nice and tight. And now to level him out, move the legs forward like this, bend them once, move the leg forward, bend it once, and then he's standing like that. Move the arms down, and now you have the Ninja Steel Megazord in Dragon mode. Let me give you a full look there. I actually prefer the Dragon mode over the Human mode because it looks very, very, very cool and menacing, and it looks very streamlined and just pretty darn awesome, in fact. The tail is kind of upwards, so it looks like, I don't know, something about this guy makes him look very, very cool and terrifying. Sadly, this transformation does not use the shuriken, so if you put him in Dragon mode, you'll just kind of have to put him off to the side and just make sure you don't lose him. But just to keep you from losing this guy, I would suggest keeping him in Human mode like I've been doing. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this review, and you definitely want to get the Ninja Steel Megazord like I did, then please be sure to leave a giant like, and remember to keep on gaming, stay amazing, and I will see you guys next time.